We are on day 19 of our 21-day Yin Yoga challenge, and today we are going to look at the Solar Plexus Chakra. So the Solar Plexus, or the Manipura Chakra, is located just above your navel, so in this upper stomach region. And this is the fire in your belly. This is your center of power. When this center of power is balanced and working well, we are in our power, we are able to get things done, we are able to create, we are able to speak up, and this also governs our transformation and our growth. So put short, this is where our oomph is. So if you want to visualize that color or that light, just a couple of centimeters above your navel, and the color is yellow. Okay, so we're going to move through a few postures that's going to stimulate and wake up this chakra. So we're going to start in a seated position, and just as we did yesterday with the heart chakra, feel free to place your hand onto that region as we just take a few moments to connect with it. So we also want to soften, we want to arrive as we usually do. So once you've found your seated position, it might be one hand, might be two. You can close your eyes. Soften your shoulders. Okay, take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. This time, slow the breath and let it go a little deeper. Let go a little bit longer on the way out. And one more breath. Let that belly rise before the chest expands. And all the way out, all the way down to the very end. Soften any tension that doesn't need to be there. Soften the jaw, the muscles in the face. Shoulders, upper arms. Find that softness as you breathe. Start to feel the feeling of your own body. A very simple but important instruction. And start to bring your attention to this area of the body just above the navel. Feel into that area. So, kind of empty-minded and open, and just listening, just feeling into this space. Just starting to see that color yellow. If you like to use your imagination in that way, not everyone does. Just seeing that yellow light emanating from this area. And as you do know that this is the center of your power. Here lies your stamina, your strength, your ability to get things done. So when this power center is off, sometimes it's actually some yin that we need so that we can pull ourselves back into balance, back into a place of strength and ability. So just taking one more deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose too. Soften shoulders, let the hands relax down to the knees and open the eyes, ready for our first position or our first posture. So a reclined twist is the one here. So it's really going to stimulate this area of the body, coming straight down onto your back. As always, we take the arms out to the side for this one. Take the knees in towards the chest, and we're going to let the knees come down to the right hand side. So slow and controlled. And then if you feel like this is too strong, as you drop that left shoulder down, remember you just get those cushions under there and let your knees rest into something or in between. So you can take your head to look over the left shoulder and soften the shoulders back into the earth. Let the hips and thighs relax. And allow the spine to start to give itself over to this twist. Breathe down into the belly, and if you want to, bring your hand back to this solar plexus, this center of power and strength. Now, if any of you feel like you want to stimulate a little bit more in this area and give your spine a little bit more twist, you can take your top leg up over the top and tuck it under the bottom leg and bring your body into twisted roots. So it's the top leg tucks under the bottom, and you can have a cushion under the knees for a little bit of support. Maybe close the eyes and just understand with these classes where we're working with an energetic body that where your attention goes is where energy flows. So just by closing your eyes and letting your attention rest in this area, in this center, feeling into that part of the body. Not trying to do anything, but just let the attention rest there. Maybe you see that yellow light. As you're doing that, in the background, you continue to allow your body to soften as you breathe out. Finding ways to soften as you breathe. Use the stomach muscles and the arms to draw the legs back to center And we're going to come straight down to the other side. So knees come into the chest and down to the left hand side. So remember, you can support under the legs between the knees as well. And you can take the twisted roots version. Often with twisted roots, it's not something you might do straight away. It might be kind of a minute in, the body starts to open up more and then you feel ready for it. So you don't have to, pick a version and stick with it. Your body is going to adapt throughout the time in the posture. Close your eyes. Breathe through your nose. And bring your hand back to that Solar Plexus, Manipura Chakra. Soften back into the floor as you breathe. And just rest your attention here. Seeing a yellow light emanating from this space. Softening a little more each time you breathe out. Knowing that, and this has really been the point of this whole 21-day challenge, as you soften, as you let go of effort, and as you sink more into rest, you're restoring your power. Strength and power and stamina and get up and go can be found through, or can be increased through rest and stillness and softness and pausing and stopping. And that these two energies, they work together beautifully. Soften those shoulders back into the earth a little more. Soften the face, jaw. You may notice each of these chakras that we're dealing with govern a particular part of our physical body. In this case, solar plexus governs the digestive system, and you may feel in this posture how it stimulates the digestion. You might start to feel rumblings and movings around in your stomach, which is a really, really good thing. So I'm going to draw the knees back to the center and just hug the knees in towards the chest for a moment, just rocking the knees from side to side, massaging lower back into the floor. Coming up to a seated position, legs are straight out in front of you for butterfly. So both feet come in, leave a gap between sitting bones and heels. Knees fall down to the sides. So we can support under the thighs with cushions or blocks, and we can place props in front of us, whether it's a bolster, a block or a cushion, just in any way that gives your head a little ledge to rest into. So Sitting up nice and tall, leaning forwards and then relaxing down slowly. Let your spine round, your head lower, your neck relax. Soften the hips and thighs. Remember, the hands can rest anywhere, out in front of you, up onto the feet, even under the legs. Just wherever you feel your arms and shoulders relax the most. Breathing down into the belly. Spend a few moments softening into your posture first. Remember the earlier lessons that we had around effortlessness. So as you bring your attention back to this space just above the navel and you start to feel into it and see that yellow light, it's as if there's just nowhere else to be. So your attention just happily rests there. So I'm going to give you an affirmation in this posture. I am a strong and powerful person. I am a strong and powerful person. I am a strong and powerful person. Last few breaths here. Slowly rolling back up to into a seated position, taking the knees back to center, resting back onto your hands and just taking a few dips from side to side. Stay present. So just that mindfulness practice of just observing something in your moment. Simple as feeling the clothes move against the skin and then suddenly you're here, rather than off with your mind. Not so yin-like, we're going to have a little bit of movement here now to stimulate this chakra. So taking the hands behind the head, so you can just very gently touch the back of your head with your fingertips. And we're going to close in, we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So we're going to bring the elbows together, curl in as much as we can. And you're going to hold that awareness of that yellow light as you sit up, and you pull your elbows back and you look up as high as you can. And you just move between the two, so you can breathe in as you go one way and out as you go the other way. All the while just holding your awareness of that yellow light at the solar plexus. So if you find yourself speeding up, just slow yourself down a little, breathe a little deeper and just hold that awareness at that power center. Good stuff. So we're going to come back to stillness now with a supported fish. So you can take a cushion or two behind you. You can use a bolster, you can use folded blankets, whatever you need to get that arch going through the spine, and just placing the feet into the floor, and we can just feel that gentle tugging through this area. You can bring your hands or even just rest your elbows into the floor and bring your fingertips to this space just above the navel. Breathe in and out through the nose, find some softness. So if you're laying back over a bolster, you can just roll a blanket under the arch of the neck for support. You could use one or two cushions, depending on how deep you want to go. You could even use blocks, so anything that just gives you this arch through the spine. Down into the belly, let the breath reach this area too. And for the last little bit of time here, just using a very simple affirmation: I can and I will. So as you hold your awareness at this place in the body, so the attention still rests there, and you just say to yourself in the background, I can and I will. I can and I will. Softening a little more, just a few more times. I can and I will. I I can and I will. I can and I will. Okay, so just rolling to the side, pressing the palm into the floor, coming up to seated. Just for a moment, bend the knees and just roll the spine, curve the spine. As you lay over your legs for a moment, still aware of this space, this yellow light, this power center, this fire in your belly. And when we get so too busy and we get run down, and I know that I feel this, very hard to connect with that power and that strength. So just know that by taking this time out to nourish and nurture, you are revving up those engines, giving back in a way that will allow you to pull up that strength from somewhere that you need. So coming to a seated position, rest your hands into your knees or thighs, sit up tall for a moment, take a deep breath in, out through the mouth. So our affirmations put together were: I am a strong and powerful person. I can and I will. So as you go through your day today, you can just still hold awareness of this center of light, this chakra in the belly, this heart of your power and strength. Feel that fire burning away. And you can say to yourself as many times as you can today, I'm a strong and powerful person. I can and I will. I am a strong and powerful person. I can and I will. Your palms together, lower your head to your fingertips. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. So thank you, all of my strong and powerful yogis. That was a really important one today, because really, as much as we're talking about a very yang subject, power, strength, stamina, all of what I'm doing with you here over this 21 days is about feeding in so you can get that strength back out again. So do give lots of attention to this area today. I'm a strong and powerful person. I can and I will. And hit that like button if you enjoyed the class. And if you're doing this as a standalone, the link is below to follow the full 21 days. And remember, there are lots of full length videos. If you need a little bit more nourishment, you can go find them on the rest of the channel.